Good day, my name is Romel Luis Buñel, and this is my speech on ethicality in the city. A life in captivity is no life at all. Quoting from a famous animal rights activist, today we are living in the modern world. Does people consider animals as sentient beings, or do we find their captivity and suffering an amusement? Or is this just part of a harsh environment? A dog eat dog world. Maybe we humans are just exhibiting our status as the apex beings of the nature. There are radical boundaries on what meat we can consume, what animals we consider as helpers, and some of us consider domesticated animals as family. However, is there any boundaries on what is captivity and torture? What's the difference of owning a cat as a house companion versus a lion caged in a zoo somewhere around a metropolitan city, 1,000 miles away from its natural habitat? There are a lot of varieties of wild animals in Asia, ergo, there is Asia as the top contributor of poaching in the world. Some countries have food which contains exotic animals as the main ingredient. A study shows that animals in Asia are the most abused in the world. Is animal cruelty truly seated among the hearts of Asians, or do they just have different type of culture? China has the most violations when it comes in containing their captive wild animals. Some mammals in Chinese zoos suffer from injuries and sickness. Many animals in captivity self-harm as a result of their dissatisfaction and boredom from perpetual confinement. Most animals receive no medical attention and are allowed to suffer alone. Locally, we have Mali, which earned the nickname the world's saddest elephant, which is a gift by the Sri Lankan government to our former First Lady Imelda Marcos. Mali spent most of her life living alone in a cage in Manila. She spent her whole life amusing people, and she died in November 2023 without ever seeing another elephant. In conclusion, taking a being from a natural habitat, making it work in a small contained space for the rest of its life, and calling it amusement is morally and ethically questionable. People must change their views on how zoos actually affects the animals and how they are held. I'm Romel Luis Buñel, and this is my speech in regards the containment of animals in zoos.